Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Nothing to See Here podcast. Hi, it's Frankie.
It's Hannah.
Secret ate a carrot.
Wow, I can't wait to have the same exact conversation again, but this time on the recording.
Yeah.
This time on air and less excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud. You know, he ate his vegetables. So, he needs to do that.
As I said earlier, Ruffles and Waffles also had carrots today.
Well, you didn't explain how they had carrots.
I put it in their dinner bowls.
Raw carrots?
Raw carrots? Yeah.
No, cooked carrots.
Cooked carrots, okay. Do they have separate dinner bowls?
Well, they each have their own dog bowl.
Do they abide by that?
Yes. Because if not, they would fight.
He doesn't have food down for them at all times like we do for the cat.
Ah, gotcha. I was gonna say, because I tried having separate bowls. That didn't work.
When did you try this?
Whenever I bought them at Ligonier Days.
And you actually tried it?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did.
You?
Me?
Went through the
Yes.
carrot?
Yes. It's
Try that.
It's one of the few times that I actually put cat food down myself. Yes.
For all of the cats?
Yes. Go back to being sick. Frankie.
What?
What?
You just said my name.
Well, Hannah talked, and I talked. I talked a lot. You have yet to talk.
I did talk. I said I was not excited about your carrot eating story.
Well, what did you do this weekend?
Nothing. I enjoyed it. Well, I had lunch with family this weekend today, but I enjoyed doing nothing.
Wow.
That was the only time I left the house.
Yeah. It kind of makes me feel like you don't enjoy our time together when you have to do something coming to my house.
I do enjoy coming to your house and hanging out, but I also enjoy doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't often get to do nothing on the weekends, so it's very nice. This is Hannah's episode. So Hannah, we know by the title it's a cryptid. We should, because I'm very tired this evening. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have a lot of energy.
It's not the Mongolian deathworm. I was told that.
We don't always need to bring up the Mongolian deathworm.
Of course we do. It's my favorite cryptid. Hannah brings up the Mothman.
But that's a cool cryptid.
Speaking of Mothman.
Listen, when the Mongolian deathworm gets a caked up statue, let me know.
He doesn't have a butt.
Well, maybe you should work on that.
That's not the worm's fault.
He should have some abs from rolling around.
He could go to the gym and work out a little bit.
If
Mothman's putting in the work somehow.
If guys don't have big dicks, is that their fault? No, they were born with small dicks.
But you can't work with, you can't do a workout to fix that. You can do a workout to get a butt.
If he doesn't have a butt, no, he can't. What are you talking about?
He can do it. I believe in him.
No
I feel like you don't believe in the Mongolian deathworm.
It's not that I don't believe in the Mongolian deathworm.
I believe you're
worms
limiting.
Don't have butts.
You're limiting the Mongolian deathworm.
Show me a worm with a butt, with a ass cheek butt. Show me that.
But he's a cryptid. He's special. Otherwise, he's just a worm.
So speaking of Mothman, we're not talking about Mothman tonight, but I just want everyone to know that I have Christmas Mothman nails.
I knew she was going to mention that. See, how come Hannah brings up Mothman every time we do a cryptid, but I can't bring up the Mongolian deathworm? This is bullshit.
Mothman's cool.
This is
bullshit. I brought Mothman up last
we haven't
time.
even talked about the Mongolian deathworm, so you can't tell me that the Mongolian deathworm isn't
we haven't talked about Mothman either.
Listen, Amanda, if you get the Mongolian deathworm painted on your nails, you have free reign to talk about him.
Bitch, I don't have time to go get my nails done.
That doesn't sound like a me problem. That sounds like a you problem.
Oh, I'll make it a you problem in a minute.
I don't think your mom's going to drive you to my house.
I will Uber.
That would be an expensive Uber.
I'll do it.
Okay, pull up.
I will.
Hey, film it. We can put it on the YouTube.
Shut up, Franklin.
Make it some content.
Talk about your stupid cryptid that's not the Mongolian deathworm.
Well, as promised, We're back in the cryptid corner tonight, folks. I have a cryptid that I'm not sure that either Frankie, Amanda, or the Peanut Gallery know about. I honestly didn't know this guy existed until just a few years ago. So please give a warm welcome to the Yucca Man.
Can you spell that?
Can you pronounce that?
Yucca. Y-U-C-C-A.
Kind of like what Fozzie Bear says when he goes yucca, yucca, yucca.
Like Waka Waka?
Oh, does he do waka, waka? I thought it was yucca, yucca.
No, it's Waka Waka.
It's spelled like Yucca, but it sounds like Yucca.
Like
I don't know
Yucatan
why.
Peninsula?
Yep.
Well, I've certainly never heard of this creature.
Allow me to set the scene for you. It was a cold winter night in 1971. We're at the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center near San Bernardino County. As the legend goes, a young Marine hears an ominous growl coming from the darkness during his patrol on the base. But note that this growl did not scare him. Nay. What truly scared him was the sound of heavy thing that was coming closer and closer. Soon, the young Marine realized something. Whoever or whatever was out there, it was watching him. It was circling him. Instead of running or hiding or even calling for backup, he steps foot into the darkness, armed with only his rifle and a flashlight.
He is starring in a horror movie?
Yeah, that sounds like...
Stupid.
Yeah, that sounds really dumb.
I will say,
He's the intro.
saying armed only with his rifle and his military training, not as scary, is it?
This was a Marine.
Scary, yes.
Yeah, this is a Marine.
It's the unknown.
Yeah.
He's got a gun. Guns can take care of a lot of unknown things real fast.
In 5 seconds in a horror movie.
Yeah, but he's gonna, you know what he's gonna say to that? He's gonna be like, but I'm not a Marine!
Exactly, I'm not a Marine, and I've never shot a gun before, so if someone gave me a gun, I would have no idea what to do.
I'm just saying, I think it's a pretty stupid idea to go in all alone with just your gun and whatever Marine knowledge you have. You could be Marine, that's fine, alright? You're still, it's still gonna be really hard to beat a bear.
Not with a gun!
It could be.
Bears are friends.
Do they require special guns?
Yeah. Wait, also,
Bears
didn't you
don't
watch
require special guns.
wait, didn't you watch The Revenant? The Leo DiCaprio movie that he actually won something for? Finally?
Yeah, I watched The Revenant.
Cocaine Bear, did you watch Cocaine
Yeah,
Bear?
or Cocaine Bear.
Well, that was a bear on cocaine. We don't know if this bear has access to drugs.
What if it was a cocaine bear? What were you gonna do then?
I'd still shoot it.
I don't know about Marine training against a cocaine bear. Yeah. I'm just saying this guy would be dead in a horror movie. Regardless of if he's a Marine or not.
It's a good thing this ain't a horror movie, then.
It's a cryptid corner. I'm gonna get close to it. I feel like we're starting a creepypasta.
Now, I don't know.
Hold on. When I muted myself, the Peanut Gallery asked a very fair question. One that I don't think I have the brain capacity to answer at this moment. She asked, what is the difference between a cryptid and a creepypasta?
Well, cryptids are supposedly real, whereas creepypasta is a pure work of fiction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
There are sightings of Bigfoot.
One's real, one's not real?
They're both a scary story. One's supposedly real, one is not real.
Well, not all cryptids are scary.
No, the Fresno Nightcrawler's just a little guy. What about the jackalope? That's a cryptid.
Guys,
that's not scary.
Shush. I'm trying to put this into small words.
I got it. Never mind. Go on doing what you're doing. I get the gist of it.
I first want to apologize if you hear Truffles barking in the background. She threw her ball down the stairs.
Well, I did hear that one.
She fell down the stairs?
No, she didn't fall down the stairs. She threw her ball down the stairs.
If Truffles fell down the stairs, Monique, I would not be sitting here this calmly. Now, I don't know exactly what this Marine expected to find out in the darkness, but I can assure you it wasn't an 8-foot-tall, hairy, bipedal creature. By all accounts, this cryptid seemed a lot like the famous Bigfoot, save for one thing. This creature had glowing red eyes.
And he said, yucca, yucca, yucca.
I don't think he said that. How do we know Bigfoot doesn't have glowing red eyes? How do we know? We've never caught one.
No, but no reports of Bigfoot have said he has red eyes.
I'm just saying.
We've had a lot of Sasquatch sightings, and you would think one of them would have said he had red eyes, though.
What if they didn't see him at night? I feel like you see Bigfoot during the day.
So you're saying the Yucca Man is nocturnal, and Bigfoot isn't, so therefore they're different creatures.
No, I'm just saying, what if nobody saw Bigfoot at night, and his eyes glow at night? Just kind of like bugs.
It's also reported by this Marine that whatever this creature was smelled like death. It's then unclear.
No. I'm so sick and tired of hearing this smelled like death. What does death smell like? Alright?
Gross.
Give me the scent notes.
Have you never smelt a decomposing body?
Of course I have.
Death. Then
Amanda.
There you go. We figured it out.
You are from Pennsylvania, and your family has a lake house, and you're telling me there hasn't been a dead critter on the lake house grounds that you have smelled?
No, there actually hasn't been.
But she said she smelled a decomposing corpse. So you know what death smells like.
Yeah, I took a science course. I feel like I talked about my guy with three testicles.
You have talked about the guy with 3 testicles, so you know what death smells like.
Just give me the scent notes for once, okay?
It's hard to explain. That's why everybody just says it smells like death, because it's too complex to explain, and it's just easier to say it smelled like death.
I'm just saying, I think some scent notes would be nice.
Okay, it smelled like rotting flesh and trash.
That's a little bit better.
It smelled fucking nasty.
Well, you wouldn't know. You weren't there.
It's unclear what happens next. The Marine is either knocked out, or he passes out from fear, but when he's found the next morning and awakes, he's perfectly fine. But his rifle, laying right next to him, has been bent in half.
I know who we ran into.
Who did he run into?
Hagrid.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Hagrid was delivering a letter.
I didn't pour enough wine for this, Frankie.
Big hairy man. It's Hagrid. Bending guns. We got him.
It was either gonna be Hagrid or like the really buff bulldog from the Tom and Jerry cartoons.
I did think of him second, but Hagrid was the first one, so I had to go with him.
Hagrid makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, that was good. That was A+, Franklin.
Well, then why do we have to continue if we know it's Hagrid? Case closed.
Because I don't think he saw Hagrid.
Because fuck JK transphobe. That's why.
That also fair. Man, it really sucks that she's such an asshole and an asshat and just all of the bad words, but I really fucking like her stupid books. It's kind of like Picasso. I love his paintings, but he's an asshole.
So did the military make him pay for the broken gun?
I did not find any reports on that, but probably. No, they probably didn't make him pay for it. He forced the U.S. to pay with their tax dollars.
I was gonna say, I feel like the military is all about wasting our funds.
The Yucca Man has supposedly been around since the 1960s and possibly before, but the story I just told from 1971 is basically his origin story. This is the story that branded him as the Yucca Man. As far as his appearance goes, he's basically desert Bigfoot. He can be anywhere from 8 to 12 feet tall, with red eyes glowing like coal, and he's covered in tan fur. Later on, reports of insanely large footprints would be found, and these reports said these footprints were 1.5 feet long and were 6 feet apart. To give you some more scale of this creature, one report from 1979 said his chest was the size of a refrigerator.
Well, that varies. I've seen some small-ass refrigerators, and I've seen some big-ass refrigerators, so they should be a little bit more specific.
That's a bad descriptor. Right
We
there.
will go with standard refrigerator.
That's also not a great descriptor, Hannah. What is standard? Because standard to me could be not standard to Franklin. Refrigerator. It's a bad metric. Go on.
Now, back in the day, local newspapers out in Southern California, Nevada, and Arizona loved to publish stories and sightings of the Yucca Man. Most reports of him came from new recruits in the Marine Corps who were terrorized by tales of this cryptid and most likely some hazing pranks from fellow Marines. Though multiple indigenous nations have told tales of hairy devils living in the desert of Joshua Tree for as long as they have lived in the area. The Tongva people who live around the Santa Ana River designate an area at the river's source as the home of Taquis, a creature who may be the Yucca Man. From what I've been able to gather about the Taquis, this creature sometimes played a role in the Tongva people's creation stories. Other times he's simply a bad omen and should be avoided at all costs. The Cahuilla of Agua Caliente also have a creature who is similar to the Yucca Man. They refer to this figure as Taquits. The Taquits could be their original shaman, or a murderous monstrosity that collected victims from the nearby Taquits Rock.
It's a wide range of behaviors. You gotta be sure which one he is.
I'm also I don't know if I'm impressed by you or not. I think I might be.
That I looked up those
all of the pronunciations, and I could tell that you did.
I look up pronunciations for every episode I do, Amanda.
I'm impressed by it, but it's really ruining our cred, Amanda.
What?
Of just going in there and saying words with confidence.
Yeah, I know.
Not looking it up.
Oh, believe me, I know. Hannah's making us look bad.
I'm also the only one who gives sources.
My sources trust me.
Yeah.
My sources are actually my sleep paralysis demon.
He came in one night and he was like, listen to this story.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You're not going to believe
actually have
the Yucca
wine
Man
at
story.
like 3 a.m. and have a wonderful conversation every night.
Your sleep paralysis demon sounds fun.
Is yours not?
No. He just kind of stares at me.
Does yours not tell you stories about the Yucca Man?
No. Have you guys ever played, like, the mortuary assistant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of looks like that demon.
I'm just imagining when he's sitting on top of the cabinets watching you.
That's kind of what he is.
Does he check out the K-pop? Is he interested in that at all? Or?
Ooh, is he on the K-pop cabinet?
Nah, he I think he knows better.
He knows to stay away.
Yeah.
Or then there'd be a real problem.
Well, okay, so I do have to bring this up because Frankie actually sent me a TikTok, and I still think about it. There was a TikTok he sent me of this woman who had a BTS rug on her living room floor and would get mad at her daughter whenever she would step on it, saying that it's a floor poster. And I now want a floor poster.
No. You would get mad at your cats.
Yeah. Nobody would be allowed in that room.
I have a question about the Yucca Man.
Okay, I maybe have an answer.
Why the Yucca Man? Why the name?
Maybe he just goes around like that cartoon character. Yak, 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 yak. Or is that one of the Three Stooges?
That's the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
I think Yucca Man became his name because he's known in like the desert southwest part of the U.S. So I think they were like kind of alluding to the yucca plant or yucca plant.
Awesome. All right.
He has more names that I will give at the end.
I'm excited about the names. All right.
As the decades have passed, more sightings of the Yucca Man have come in from all over Southern California. Park employees, campers, and hikers at Joshua Tree National Park reported many sightings and strange incidents from the 1970s through the 1990s. For example, there are reports of tents being opened by, and I quote, stinking monstrosities.
That could just be a word for peeping toms.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
Or just children in general. Back when I was in Girl Scouts, we had a thing where we pitched tents on a baseball field after a baseball game. And my dad stayed with me. I slept in a different tent because I wanted to sleep with my friends. But my dad slept in his tent alone, and he woke up to a bunch of Boy Scouts, because Boy Scouts were there as well, throwing water balloons into his tent. Him. Yeah. I imagine he probably called those Boy Scouts the exact same thing.
Fair. Very fair. Lots of the reports of those abnormally large footprints came in from Joshua Tree National Park, by the way. But most importantly, there is one encounter with the Yucca Man that resulted in a photo. One of the few images ever taken of him.
Whenever you talk about the foot, the big feet and stuff, do we have a size?
I said 1.5 feet long.
Can guys have feet that big?
Shaq's feet are...
Yeah, how big are Shaq's feet?
That is not information I just have at the top of my head.
Frankie, Google how big Shaq's feet are.
I'm already doing it. In inches?
Yeah, I'll take inches.
Shaq's feet are 14.5, so not 1.5 feet long.
Wow.
We have ruled out Shaq. Shaq is not the Yucca Man.
Shaq also not hairy.
No.
I didn't think it was Shaq, but if somebody's like, Shaq's a big guy. If somebody could be as big as Shaq and have that feet, I imagine there's a hairy person, hairier than Shaq out there, who also has like that size feet. You know what I mean? Shaq's just a metric for how big humans could be.
Back to this image. In the 1990s at Hidden Valley Campground, a grainy image was captured. It shows a dirt road at night, and in the distance of the desert road is a large figure, kind of Bigfoot-esque, and is a brown color that matches the surrounding area, thus camouflaging it while out in the wild. I will be posting this image to Nothing to See Here's Instagram, so go give us a follow over there at Nothing to See Here Pod.
Good, because we don't have that image quite yet.
It'll be up when this episode goes up. I can send it to you two later if you want.
No, I'm good.
Now, Joshua Tree isn't the only place the Yucca Man has been spotted.
I was going to say, that's such a weird name for a park.
As I've said, the Yucca Man is very famous at marine bases in Southwest America, specifically at Edwards Air Force Base and the suburbs of Antelope Valley. Between the late 1960s through the late 1970s, the Yucca Man was running rampant. There were so many reports that came in about him at this time, so here are just a few highlights. The Yucca Man would run around houses at night, leaving footprints. One woman reported a creature running around her house and scratching at her front door. And the most terrifying report is that a little boy went missing for a few hours.
I was going to say, the Yucca Man ate my baby.
The small boy was found. This child was told to go outside and tell his father it was time for dinner, except he never made it to his father. It was a few hours later when this child was found, and he was found crying near a corral. And when asked about what had happened, he said a big furry man wouldn't let him pass. By 1973, there were so many reports and sightings of the Yucca Man that 2 vigilante groups were formed.
Vigilante groups?
Yep.
Was the Yucca Man hurting anybody?
No.
He only hurt guns. Kidnapping.
Yeah, was he kidnapping people?
I don't think he kidnapped the child. I just don't think he let the child go past.
So kind of like a Gandalf situation going on.
Yeah, you shall not pass. Yeah, kind of like a troll with a bridge.
There are no reports of this cryptid being violent.
Did he ask the child to solve a riddle, perhaps, and the child was stupid?
I mean, probably. I don't have much hope for children.
I don't know why we need two separate vigilante groups to deal with this guy who's only bent a gun.
Do you want to guess what happens, Frankie?
To the vigilante groups, they fight each other. They end up fighting each other somehow.
All of their guns get bent.
They almost killed each other 2 months after they both were formed.
Of course they did.
As the story goes, they were both hunting around one night, stumbled across each other, both groups having the same thought that the other was the Yucca Man, and they began shooting.
Oh my god.
This is why we need gun control.
This is why we need to not hunt the Yucca Man.
Leave your local neighborhood cryptids alone.
Now I've realized the evil of the Yucca Man. He's a puppet master. He's not violent. He just manipulates people.
Good for him.
That's something that always, confused me. If these creatures are so rare, why are we trying to shoot it? Shouldn't we be all about preserving the natural, Bigfoot habitats?
We should. Yes, we should. Be friendly with your local neighborhood cryptid. Offer it a pie.
It just seems weird that we're all, save the animals, but Bigfoot, I'm gonna kill it and I'm gonna eat it.
Also, why do Bigfoot hunters go into the woods and say, this is a Bigfoot mating call, as they then proceed to do the Bigfoot mating call?
Because that's what they hope. That's actually their mating call. That's actually how they found a wife. And they're hoping it just works for the Bigfoot.
Let's move to Edwards Air Force Base now. At the base, the Yucca Man has supposedly been caught on camera multiple times inside and outside of the base. And here's one report from a base policeman who had an encounter with the cryptid. When I was heading back to the main base, I noticed maybe 200 to 300 yards to my left, these large blue eyes. I do a lot of night hunting, and it was strange. They were larger than anything I'd ever seen before. The blue eyes had to be about 4 inches apart and 7 feet off the ground. I stopped the truck and sat there watching them.
I thought he had red eyes.
We'll get to that.
Color changing context.
Let me finish my quote, and then we will continue with your questions. It was too dark to see any body shape to the thing. The blue glows proceeded towards my truck at a right angle for about 100 yards, and then stopped. This man went on to report that once the blue eyes were 50 feet away, there was an overpowering stench, and one of the main things about these eyes that bothered this man so much was that they didn't bob up and down. It was like they were two lights on a wire moving from one point to the other. And it's at this point that he gets the fuck out of there. He does not want to figure out what these eyes or lights are attached to. But you guys want to talk about the blue eyes.
I mean, nothing about this encounter was exciting except for the blue eyes.
Yeah, supposedly these blue eyes, quote unquote, sparkled like diamonds. But if you're like Frankie and Amanda, then you'll remember I said the Yucca Man has red eyes that glowed like coal. Does this mean there are multiple Yucca Man? Is this a breed of cryptids? Some have red, some have blue eyes. Are these separate breeds? Are they cousins?
Oh.
I don't know either.
Oh, we don't have an answer?
We don't have an answer
questions?
to that. They're just, are there two separate breeds of Yucca Men?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that y'all didn't think I had the answer.
I'm gonna go with contact lenses. Color changing contacts. He knew that everyone was recognizing him for the red eyes.
Okay, so he's a smart cryptid.
If he made the blue eyes, then the vigilante groups would be confused.
They would just think he's a man, just a very tall man. At some point, I'm not sure when, I think this was in the 1970s, but I'm not sure, do not quote me on that. Rumor has it that both the FBI and CIA were involved in an investigation into the Yucca Man for Edwards Air Force Base. People literally just reported seeing a bunch of men in black in the area, and they said, It's because of the Yucca Man.
Or Will Smith is,
Will Smith was just filming a new film. That's what he wants.
I'll take a new film.
He wants us to think he's just filming a new Men in Black film.
Exactly.
But he's actually working for them.
Right. That's why he slapped Chris Rock. He had to make sure Chris Rock wasn't an alien.
Okay. How to make sure he wasn't a roach.
Yeah.
So from what I gather from this story, I think the Men in Black were called in because there were wild goose chases occurring inside Edwards Air Force Base. Basically, there's a series of catacombs under the base with top secret government and military secrets and what have you. And those on duty would then be sent on chases to find the Yucca Man because he would be spotted on security cameras.
No, he wouldn't. No.
I wish we could see this footage.
I want the footage too, especially because no one who was sent on these chases could ever find the Yucca Man. But the government supposedly has video and photo evidence of him, and they aren't sharing it.
Master of hide and seek.
He's just a really drunk, hairy guy.
You think maybe they're just trying to get everyone to play a big game of hide and seek, but everyone keeps trying to hurt him?
He just wants to play hide and seek. That is so sweet.
That's actually so cute.
He just wants to be friends with his neighbors, and they're, like, threatening him with guns and chasing him.
Yeah. In which case, if somebody has a gun at me and I can bend that gun like Hagrid, I'm gonna bend the gun.
And he never hurts whoever he attacks, quote unquote.
He's never attacked anyone.
It's always unclear if people were knocked unconscious or if they just passed out from fear.
I don't think he's hitting people.
I don't think so either.
I feel like they'd have a concussion after that. If he can bend a gun, they're getting a concussion.
If the Yucca Man can bend a gun in half, I think if he's gonna hit someone on the back of the head, I don't think that person's gonna wake up.
I think they'll wake up.
No, I think he's gonna accidentally crack their skulls.
Just because your skull's cracked doesn't mean you don't wake up.
Yeah, but he'd be causing some serious damage if he hit somebody.
I'm just saying, maybe a nice, really heavy-duty concussion. Some TBI, traumatic brain injury.
Interestingly enough, the Yucca Man sightings have seemingly stopped. There have been no new sightings reported since 2012, when a group of hikers reported a large figure to be stalking them through Big Rock Canyon.
He gave up at the hide-and-seek game.
Or he's just hiding so well. We haven't found him in a decade.
No, I don't think that's it.
He's joined the NBA. Are there any 8-foot players in the NBA?
Very hairy.
Hairy? I don't sport, Frankie, so this is a you question.
I'll just look up the hairiest NBA players. See what I get.
Your search history is gonna be like, what the fuck?
There's a Reddit post from 8 years ago. Hairiest NBA players? ?
Someone had the same thoughts we did.
There is Steven Adams. Steven Adams is a hairy man, but he didn't start out hairy, so.
It's not him.
Well, he could have shaved.
There's a dude who plays basketball in Spain. Roberto, I don't know if it's Spain or not. Roberto Duenas, who real hairy fellow, and he's only 7'3".
Not tall enough.
No, I don't think there's. That's very sad.
Okay, now look up 8 foot tall hairy basketball players.
8 foot. I'll just look up 8 foot tall basketball players, and then are any of them hairy? After I look at them. There are no 8 foot tall players in the NBA.
Whoa! So he's not in the NBA.
The tallest in NBA history is 7'7".
Still not tall enough?
No.
I think he is just playing a really good game of hide and seek.
So
I think he's been hiding for 10 years.
We just haven't seen him or heard of him for 10 years.
Yeah, 10 plus years.
That's very sad it's such a sad ending to this story.
Well, it's not over yet. Because
the fat lady hasn't sung, Frankie.
I'm sorry, alright, let's hear the fat lady sing.
In 2009, Edwards Air Force Base unofficially acknowledged the Yucca Man. There was a reunion for Air Police Squadron officers who worked at the base between 1973 and 1979. During this reunion, talk turned to a creature they called Blue Eyes, and attendees essentially asked each other if they remembered encountering the creature, and story after story of the Yucca Man were told. Unlike the Fresno Nightcrawler, I don't really have any theories to give as to what the Yucca Man is. There are two camps when it comes to this cryptid. One, the Yucca Man is an ancient humanoid creature who has been pushed out of its native habitat as the area in which it lived was developed by humans.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, humans suck.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's just factual.
Yeah. Or two, the Yucca Man is literally just a man. He could be a hermit or a homeless person with really long hair and who just so happens to be really, really tall and smells.
See, there's no way to be that tall and people, there's someone who wouldn't try to make money off of it.
Mm-hmm. Fair. Very fair. To end our story today, I want to leave you with some of the other names that the Yucca Man is known by.
There's gotta be a better name than the Yucca Man. It's just not a great name.
How about the Cement Monster? He got this one because he kept appearing near a cement factory.
No,
I mean, what? That's dumb. That's stupid.
Sad.
That's worse than Yucca Man, isn't it?
Yeah, the Cement Monster should be a monster made of cement.
The Cement Monster sounds like he should be a Scooby-Doo villain.
He sounds like a pup named Scooby-Doo villain.
Yes. Yeah. How about the Sierra Highway Devil?
It's a little better, but I don't feel... Devil feels too mean. He's not doing anything to anyone.
There's the Speedway Monster.
Speedway Monster?
Yeah, this one's fun because he got this one because...
He works at the gas station, Speedway.
A wild man who was big and hairy would be spotted by spectators at a dragway, and it would produce this horrific noise.
He's just a fan of the races.
Again, it feels like a Scooby-Doo villain.
Think he's going down to the track placing some bets?
Maybe he's in the race and he's trying to scare his opponents.
Is he racing to be the best monster? The number
Maybe.
one monster in the world to get the vacation from Dracula?
Yeah. He wants to go to the bottomless pit.
Where was he on in The Reluctant Werewolf?
He was busy.
Yeah,
he was busy stalking Marines.
Yeah, the filming schedule didn't allow for that.
That's sad.
Okay, here's the final two. The Mojave Bigfoot.
That one's just weak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I saved the best for last.
Alright, I'm excited.
Marvin of the Mojave.
No.
Marvin of the Mojave.
Yeah. Out of all the words I couldn't pronounce tonight, Mojave got me right at the end.
Why Marvin?
I guess like
Marvin
the Martian, yeah.
I hate that. That's the worst one.
That's the worst one. Not the Cement Monster.
Marvin's just not a good name for him, I don't feel like.
So is Yucca Man the best name for this cryptid?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for it, because, like, all the big ones, they all have such good names except for him. You have the Yeti, the Sasquatch, and the Yucca Man.
Well, don't feel too bad, because he does have a music festival named after him.
Oh, well, it's all good then.
I was gonna say, I was like, I swear to God, I've heard that name somewhere that wasn't cryptidy.
Yeah, there's a music festival. And that's all for Cryptid Corner tonight.
Whoa! You can't just say there's what kind of music are we play? Are we getting who's going to this festival? How big is this festival?
It's not like Coachella.
No, it's not like Coachella. I think it's supposed to be like indie rock.
Or Burning Man.
Yucca Man. Oh my God! Is there really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a movie.
There's a film
of the Yucca Man. Yeah.
How did I miss that?
The Beast of Yucca Flats.
I missed that in my research.
A defecting Soviet. It's a 1961 B horror film about a Soviet scientist who is turned into a monster by atomic radiation and stalks the desert near Yucca Flats, Nevada.
Is that a true story?
No.
Is that just actually the Yucca Man's origin story?
Yeah, the Beast of Yucca Flats. Wow. I'm glad I learned about the Yucca Man, but I feel bad for him. He's getting hunted down by vigilante groups.
Just for those 2 months in the 1970s.
He doesn't deserve it.
All he did was say, "Stop pointing your guns at me."
Oh my God! I'm looking at a poster for the Yucca Man Music Festival. It's the Yucca Man Shakedown.
That's it.
It's got bands, beers, and tacos.
Oh, tacos!
And weed. I looked at those pictures. There's definitely a lot of weed usage.
The poster has
and LSD and cocaine.
The poster has a drawing of the Yucca
there.
Man. It's got a drawing of the Yucca Man playing a guitar. There's a Yucca Man IPA.
Oh, that's funny.
Specifically for the festival.
No, someone just makes it. It's Ogopogo's Yucca Man Imperial Stout.
Alrighty. Shout out to them.
I am looking now at one of the photos from the 1990s, and it looks like just like
a bush in the middle of the road.
Yeah, it's just like a weird looking bush.
That sounds about right. It's not the greatest image, and it's like the only image.
Yeah, it's the only one they had. The other image they had of it was a drawing.
Mm-hmm.
The Yucca Man.
I can't get over the name.
We gotta get together with like a PR firm and be like, what would you name this? What would you change his name to? He's gotta get a better PR guy.
We will ask that question on our Instagram. You can go and rename the Yucca Man over on Nothing to See Here Pod on Instagram.
Well, that's been the latest Cryptid Corner. Thank you for teaching us about the Yucca Man tonight, Hannah.
You were welcome.
But next week, Amanda is in the driver's seat.
I am. And I don't drive.
Amanda. I know, dangerous proposition there.
Only one of us is actually allowed to drive.
Amanda, what are we doing next week?
Fun and fancy free.
Oh, we're back with Disney.
Of course.
I do like that movie. I used to have that one on VHS.
Mine had the Lou Bega Disney Mambo No. 5 at the very end.
Oh, alright. I don't think that's part of the original.
It wasn't.
Unless some time travel was involved.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it was, but I really like it. Sometimes I will listen to the Disney version of Mambo No. 5 over the actual version of Mambo No. 5. Just if I'm feeling nostalgic. We get to learn about Bongo the bear.
Bongo! I love Bongo!
Yeah. Y'all forgot about Bongo.
I never forgot about Bongo.
I've never watched this movie, so I've never heard of Bongo.
This movie has also, if I remember correctly, a weird puppet.
Oh, dear God, no.
I believe you're correct.
A weird, creepy puppet is involved in the movie. I don't know the role the weird, creepy puppet has, but he is involved.
Yay!
I do think there's a weird puppet. There's some giants.
Because they do Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah, with Mickey Mouse. I forget what else is in this movie. I feel like there's something else.
I think that's it. Like, there's like the stuff in the
I think it's Bongo, and I think it's Jack and the Beanstalk, but I think there's something else that I'm missing.
I'm pretty sure it's only those two, and then like the weird live action stuff in the middle with the fucking puppet.
Yeah.
And it's a creepy puppet, Hannah.
Watch him talk about this, and then there's not a puppet in here.
I'm so excited.
I love Fun and Fancy Free. You actually should. I like this one.
You just told me there's a creepy puppet.
Frankie, you're scaring Hannah.
Hannah, it's a creepy puppet. I'm not gonna lie. I can't.
Talk about something other than a creepy puppet and why it's better.
It is a creepy puppet. I have the puppet's name. Mortimer Snurd.
Oh my god, yes!
I will say this one I do remember liking
as
a kid. So
how much longer till we get to Cinderella?
Don't make me pull out my phone.
Well, let me do the math here, because I just finished editing today, Make My Music. So, in that movie, we had 6 more films. We've since watched Song of the South. So, counting Fun and Fancy Free, we have 5 more films.
Until Cinderella?
Yes.
Did I say that?
I said 6 more films, and you agreed with me.
There's only like 2 more anthology films left, right?
Because we have Melody Time. So, we have, 1, 2, counting Fun and Fancy Free, 4 more films.
What do we have? Go through them.
Fun and Fancy Free.
Right.
Melody Time, another anthology film.
Love
So
that one.
Dear to My Heart.
Right.
And then Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
And Mr. Toad.
Okay.
And Cinderella. Okay. Cinderella came after Mr. Toad?
Yeah, Mr. Toad came first.
Wow.
Mr. Toad will be a welcome film.
The real Disney icon, Cinderella or Mr. Toad?
I think you are forgetting the Headless Horseman.
His name's not in the movie.
We all know who he is.
Yeah.
It's all about the Toad Man.
He's so cool to see whenever you, go to Disney on Halloween. In the parades. He's so cool to see the Headless Horseman.
I will say, after Cinderella, once we get to the 50s, we have quite a few, ones that are, movies that we should all know.
Yeah. That's what I'm waiting for. Because I can't take the anthology films. I'm sorry.
Once the 50s hit, we get actual films, even if they're not all gonna be great. Probably.
There's Treasure Island.
Peter
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
We're getting into the stuff people know and remember.
Oh man, Old Yeller, we get to watch a dog die?
No!
Terrible.
Why would you bring that up, man?
I need to hug my puppies now.
We get the original Shaggy dog in the
Frankie,
50s.
I'm sad and I'm out of wine.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Why are you drinking right now?
Why are you not drinking?
Had a glass of wine while I did Cryptid Corner tonight, guys.
While you're listening, this is at the end of the episode, but now while next time, that while you're listening to Cryptid Corner, have some wine.
I think I should drink wine every time because I didn't stutter as much as I normally do.
Maybe.
That might be debatable.
Alright.
Wow. Okay. Meet you at the Waffle House.
We don't have a Waffle House around here. You'd have to go to Penn State.
There's one in Washington County. That's the closest one.
It's too far away still.
That's still too far.
I'll meet you at the site of the Pittsburgh Ferris wheel.
We have a Ferris wheel?
On the bridge. We're going to. Supposedly.
It's gonna be there forever?
No, it's gone now. I don't think it's there anymore.
I thought they were keeping it.
They can't. People drive on that bridge.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Hannah,
I thought they raised taxes by 50% to have a Ferris wheel.
They better
I don't think so. I don't think that's real.
I don't live in the city, so I have to pay attention to the news.
I think Hannah is spreading lies about
Ferris
wheels.
I'm spreading alternative facts.
Are you spreading fake news?
No, it's just the wine talking.
Are you in here lying about Ferris wheels?
Where are your sources, huh? Your precious sources now.
Yeah, where are your Ferris wheel sources, Hannah?
My sleep paralysis demon.
I don't think he can be trusted.
Yeah.
Now I'm doubting the story about the Yucca Man. Well, join us next week as we talk about Fun and Fancy Free, yet another Disney anthology film. I forget if they can tell actual stories at this point.
I mean, they can.
We just watched Song of the South.
That was barely a film. That was barely not an anthology film, let's be honest with ourselves. But next week we'll watch Fun and Fancy Free. We hope you enjoyed learning about the Yucca Man. Let's take care of business and wrap this episode up. As of now, as of recording, we are on YouTube and Spotify. If you're listening to us on YouTube, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for a notification so you know when each and every episode is uploaded. If you're listening to us on Spotify, remember to leave us a rating and review and to follow the show. It is greatly appreciated if you do so. And answer the episode question telling us how you feel about the episode. If you would like to send us an email with questions for us to answer, any ideas you have for an episode, any thoughts you have about our episodes, we would appreciate it. You can do so by sending us an email to
Nothing to See Here podcast at gmail.com. As always, here is spelled HEAR.
If you would like to see the images of the Yucca Man that Hannah has talked about.
The one singular image.
The one image of that bush-looking fella standing in the road. Or some great artwork done by Amanda and other memes created by Hannah. You can do so by going over to our Instagram page.
Nothing to See Here pod.
Please remember to share the show with your friends, with your family, with your enemies, with your pets, with anyone you think might like to listen or might not like to listen. Just anyone in general. We've hit over 500 plays on Spotify, guys.
Ooh, that's wonderful.
Really?
Before the year is up, we haven't been around it for a year. We've hit over 500. We're at 510 total plays.
Nice.
Which, if the site will load faster, I can tell you our most popular episode. What's contributed the most?
Let's guess.
I don't think it's
Scooby-Doo.
You
I think it's Scooby-Doo, like the first one we did.
That one has been over the top. It is. It is Nothing to See Here. Where Are You?
I was correct.
With 20 listens is our most listened to.
What about on the YouTubes?
I'd have to go through all of those episodes.
I think it's one of yours. I think it's one of the Disney ones.
Let me go on. Hold on.
I don't actually go on to, I don't go onto the creator side of our YouTube very often, so I don't have that.
I'm always on there. I'm always lurking over on the YouTube.
I'm lurking on the Spotify, that's about it.
I like whenever you type in our name, the first thing that comes up is the Naked Gun, Nothing to See Here.
Well, we're not as popular as Naked Gun. Who is,
Alright.
Who amongst us is as popular as the Naked Gun?
The Time Disney Made Some Propaganda has 101 views.
No, there's stuff that's above that.
I'm still going there. Move Over Dumbo, Bambi's the Cutest Animal has 147 views.
I'll be honest. I can just go onto our page and see. Like, I think I can sort it by episode views, right? Can I do that? Is that something I can do?
We're gonna find out. No, I think the Bambi ones are most.
If YouTube will work and not play a video as well as I'm trying to get to our creator page, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, Move Over Dumbo, Bambi is the Cutest Disney Animal now is our most viewed with 147 views.
Move Over Spider-Man. Jesus sorry, go on.
Second place is Haunter Hoax, the Amityville Horror with 141. And then That Time Disney Made Some Propaganda with 101.
Yeah, well, thanks for listening to us on YouTube as well.
Thank you so much. That's a lot of you.
We have 16 subscribers on YouTube as well.
That's nice.
And we don't know most of you. That's what I think is impressive.
Yeah.
Knowing it's just not our friends and family.
I knew that something that Amanda decided to do in the back of her head would turn out okay.
Would turn out okay.
The peanut gallery is sick. Just let her go.
Yeah. I feel I feel slightly insulted.
Yeah, those are only 3 to hit triple digits. So good job for the Disney.
Yeah, I knew my Disney adults would come help us out. Words, yeah.
Words. The Disney adults are a passionate group.
They are. Sorry, I'm being chased by a huntress right now.
You should
Oh my
not.
God.
Are you gaming while recording again?
Of course I am.
She's definitely gaming. She games while we play D&D as well, as I found out this week.
I do not. I did not. Oh, I did this time.
Yeah, you did.
This time I did, but I don't normally
brought
do
it
that.
up. I'm gonna.
She only does it when she's in the living room.
Which is not very
You
often.
can text me and I'll tell you if she's in the living room or not.
Okay. Oh God, AI sucks. AI's the worst. Oh, stay away. Oh no.
You know what else sucks, Frankie?
Not your new laptop.
My new laptop does not suck. But no, this fucking Skype sucks. I hate Skype.
Well,
Sorry.
it's the best we have right now.
I know it's the best we have.
I say AI sucks because I guess YouTube has a new they're using Google AI on they have an inspiration section in the creator page.
Oh.
And the number one idea is frat bro astronomer reacts to it's raining meat. A frat bro astronomer is exposed to the bizarre and unbelievable phenomenon of it's raining meat. His reactions are captured and analyzed, revealing both his scientific perspective and his unexpected emotional response.
Is there more? I must hear more.
No, AI popped off with that, actually.
Yeah, I must hear more. Is there more?
Jesus Christ.
Please.
There's a whole breakdown, an outline of the video.
Frankie, is there another idea?
Oh, there's you want me to go through all the ideas they've given?
Please. Yes.
They give 4 ideas. They give 5 ideas. Almost all of them are fucking it's raining meat. Jesus Christ. YouTube AI really loves the meat episode. The science behind it's raining meat.
I told you that. It was a meteor shower.
A nothing to see here mystery inspired by it's raining meat.
Wow, they really do like meat.
Here's one. Here's the 4th it's raining meat. A Laugh Olympics themed it's raining meat skit.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's a horror film.
And then the final one is therapy talk on dealing with strange weather events.
I like that one.
Tips for coping with anxiety and stress related to extreme weather events.
Like raining meat? Do you think it's referring to meat raining?
It totally is.
They give you title ideas for the videos.
Uh-huh.
So the frat bro astronomer one has, is this real? Meat rain explained by a frat bro astronomer.
Why do you like the meat rain so much?
I don't know. The therapy talk one is good. When the weather gets freaky, see a therapist.
Fair.
That was so good. I love that one.
Oh my God, this is amazing. All right. I'll check this every week then, and take notes on the highlights if it changes.
Please do.
I hope it's always something about the meat rain.
After every episode is uploaded, I'll see if it changes what it thinks about. It's so weird that it picked those episodes too, because they're not our most viewed.
No.
None of them are our most viewed, or even close to being our most viewed. Good Lord. Oh, wow. I haven't seen that before because I don't go on the YouTube side that much, so.
That was beautiful.
Seeing that they have a inspiration.
I am in love with that.
That's amazing.
That's my new favorite thing.
All right,
Frankie, I think you should portray the frat bro astronomer and react to some meat rain.
All right, well, we'll see if YouTube can come up with this is like everyone's really want AI taking over. It's just obsessed with raining meat.
Hallelujah.
All right, well, we're gonna end here then. Join us next week to learn about fun and fancy-free, watch along with us on our Disney journey, and saying goodbye and good night. It's Frankie.
It's Hannah.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.